Anyways, hello lords and ladies, my name is Jebert, I'm Barista, and welcome to a new stream. Video. Whenever you're watching this. Wefid, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. You were the first one to arrive here today. And John, you're second. Thank you both for joining in. I hope you're gonna have a good time. When I'm streaming, I have a chili simmering on the stove. And nice. I will test it further once I'm done with the stream. Vi Command 9 new Lilim regulations. Valana Smithy. The current regulations preventing Lilim from looking too human happen working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more new laws so as to enforce robot-like features among the Lilim in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City, the first nation to adopt the current standards in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It is unknown what kind of laws we'll have in the future regarding their existence. Ooh. Anyway, how have you been doing? Like, Junimo, Wefid, how have you been doing? I have just been fine. Because otherwise I have no idea what to do with you. Oh wait, we have a meat now. I have a fun idea today. It's a dumb idea, but it's a fun one. So now I'm gonna stand to the void for a few seconds because I'm trying to get something for the stream.
Hello. How you do it? Not too bad, just watched Tanya the Evil in German dub. Did you eat? I'm just in class with a teacher I hate. Whoa, I am back, fine a lot. John Loire 07 AAA hello. Yay, new person. How you doing, John?
Hello, I'm back.
Hi, Twitcho.
Anyway, I'm back. Not too bad, just watched Tanya the Evil in German dub.
What you do, how was day?
Wait, in German dub? Why?
I'm alright, just in class with a teacher I hate.
Oh wait, did you mention once that you were learning German and I just forgot it? Anyway, thank you for being here, Diamond. And second of all,
okay, the class will pass.
And second of all, we now will do it like this. I have here a small glass, which was actually originally a mustard glass, but because I don't actually have small glasses, because small glasses are for pussies. So, yeah, I'm having here a small glass in which I will fill in a little bit of, in which I will fill in a little bit of meat every time we're making a drink. So, Sebi, kannst du mir einen Gefallen tun? Kannst du den Haselnusslikör herholen? Ja.
So.
Weil es ein Bartending-Game ist, okay? Und jetzt will ich jedes Mal, wenn ich einen Drink mache, will ich ein alkoholisches Getränk trinken.
Damit du dann mitten noch am Boden liegst, nicht mehr aufstehst.
Das müssen die Leute nicht wissen, Mann.
Du weißt jetzt schon auf.
Weil ich ursprünglich dachte, Met, aber ich dachte mir dann so von wegen, nein, den Met wollen wir einfach eigentlich teilen.
Du hättest mir auch was mitgebracht an Gläser.
Das ist And yeah, my roommate is now getting something even stronger
Drapo, did you eat?
than mead.
Waldmeister neben dir.
Der zählt nicht.
Nein, er macht nur besoffen.
Nein, der ist nur fast leer. Er kann die Challenge nicht machen. Schau dir mal das an, das ist prozentuell gerade mal 5%.
Weil du das auch ext. Auf einmal.
Äh.
Wenn es dann richtig ist, Glas will das.
Eat the vial like a fucking normal person. I'm so glad that none of you probably understood any of the German things that we said, except for the last thing, which was not German, which was a reference to Viva la Dirt League. Anyway, I hope we're doing fine. Just don't
overdrink, you karmotrine.
Oh, now I even have a even funny idea. Yes! Okay.
On YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Who on YouTube? We fit. Anyway, I have a funny idea. I have here a spoon, which I'm now sporadically cleaning. And for every bit of karmotrine I'm putting into a drink, I'm gonna take 1 spoonful of this liquor.
Hi, we are fit.
It's...
How you do it?
It's gonna be so dumb, but I love it. I love everything about this idea because it's so goddamn mentally disabled. Anyways, after the earthquake, salvage agent of a new rage. The great earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago also created an unexpected new profession: salvage agents. Summer Aki is one of these salvages, and she shares her experience with the augmented eye. Seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas several kilometers several kilometers below the ocean surface, that's something that gets to you, you know? Millions lived there before. Millions lived there before the great earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a research facility on the Tanegashima Island in Japan. John Wayne! I remember your name, but I don't know why. John Warner. Huh, I don't remember that name, but I still thank you for being here. Like, really thank you for being here. I hope you're doing fine, because I'm doing fine at the moment. And I'm having the dumbest idea as well, of a century, but I'm gonna roll with it, because the game gives me way too much freedom. Grand Slam fighters crown a new heavyweight champion. Glitch City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned their new heavyweight champion yesterday, with Giant Yusuke taking the gold from fellow Japanese wrestler Justin Liger. After previous champion 66 American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSF decided to hold a tournament to find... Oh, you're Johnny War! You're John Warren on YouTube! That is confusing! But hey, thank you for being here anyways. After previous champion 66 American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSF decided to hold a tournament to find a new title award holder. The match ended after an epic 30-minute bout, with Giant Yusuke applying a massive German suplex. A German suplex. This is how you have to read it, by the way, for the free count. Yeah, you have to read it Austrian, not German. You have to read it Austrian. During an interview with AE, Giant Yusuke told us through a translator that he's waiting for 66 American Kid to recover. I won't rest easy until I beat him clean. Anyway, it's so exciting. If only I understood what's going on. Australia is a tad more complicated than that.
My name is John Warner, so yeah.
Ah!
Nom nom nom. Daddy DR4POS.
Yay! Toast is here too! I'm finally not forever alone anymore. Anyways, let's go to work.
Very.
Diamond, that's toast. That's not... That's toast. Let's toast it.
Wait, is it our berry?
Nah, that's toast. That's our
Diamond
toast.
is a mod 0. Oh,
Yeah, but only because Diamond forced me to do it.
hi toast here.
I had no rights in this decision.
Sup.
I got literally pressured into doing so.
I was mod for a long time.
Good evening. Gil, are you humming Shine
Hey, it's fun to be
Sparks?
mod, okay.
Ah, hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck?
And once I banned a advertisement too. Was it that weird?
What? Nah, I was just confused. I didn't see your YouTube account at
Actually,
all.
you'll go before
Ever?
I get banned.
No!
No.
No, Toast, stay. I can still overrule Diamond. That's the only reason why I gave in. Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. What is it, Elma? Did you even have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations.
Why was I banned for no reason?
I haven't seen you this happy since... Well, never. Streaming Chan. Oh, this annoying B-word again. Today's escapade will bring us to a familiar place and... Oh, shit.
That's funny.
Kill him out, I'm gonna... Not so fast, Flat Bartender, if that's even your real name.
No, me never do that.
Last time my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out, so I'm here to find out what made
Yeah,
people...
because I've never even knew what you stream on YouTube. His beard disturbing me. I don't know why.
So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Do I have something in my face? This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it. That gleam in his eye is
Looks like a
unmistakable. Gil just goes because he's just too fed up with his bullshit. Not even I'm that
His nose looks like
happy
ancient
when I'm in
Vtuber.
this, when I did the thing. Whatever, just keep it down. Ah, Jill, you hear? Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here.
Streamer Chan she
Oh,
promotes
sorry.
herself on your streams. Ban.
Burn! Murder her! Anyways, I'm
She
back
has
in
the
my
same
office
eyes
then.
as my og.
Anyway.
2 diff colors.
Oh, I love heterochromia. Heterochromia is one of those things that I always love to have, but obviously never got to. Got to because it is a
That was the name.
inherited
YAA.
what's it called? Mutation. Not mutation, but you
Like
know what I mean.
140,000 with humans. You a Van Cat toaster.
Time to mix drinks and change lives.
Do you know Van Kadaisai?
You are too happy and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. Huh?
Go Surge.
That Laura girl was head
I
over
hate
heels
my
for
life.
him. I was right on the money. Say
What?
that girl.
Time to watch a silent voice.
See, streaming Chan. I'm not here. I'm not here. Sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time?
That sad anime.
Anyway. A Silent War is a really good anime. Don't
know.
even think about bashing it.
Never
It is
seen
amazing.
What color
And you
would
have
like
to
have?
watch it. What color? What I like to have? I'm a huge fan of.
When you said you should watch happy anime.
I'm a huge fan of the color red. Actually, red's my favorite color. After that, it's blue because black is not an actual color. And then, for some weird reason, it's green and pink very equally, which confused me. So if we count black as a color, it's red, black, blue, been green and pink on one thing, like equally. I like green and pink almost to the same level, which is weird because I hated pink so much as a child. Like no joke, until I got a PlayStation Portable that was entirely black, except for the back and the buttons, and I love this PlayStation Portable. It looks so fucking cool. It's so amazing. I still have it. I can still use it. It's still completely functional, and it's amazing. Anyway, Betty was right, and that deserves a B. And you? I'm fine. Beer.
My math quiz wasn't bad.
1, 2. But your math quiz wasn't bad. Tell me about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. You know the rules, and so do I. So we have to make this.
We had 10 questions.
I have my spoon ready.
I answered most of them.
Hier, das ist Alkohol in dem Spiel. Und ich habe jetzt die Challenge. Erstens, pro Drink trinke ich quasi was. Aber pro karmotrine mache ich mir quasi einen Löffel davon. Also einen Löffel.
Oh, du bist verdammt.
Teacher canceled the quiz that I got 0, so it was good I got lucky.
Du sollst dir trotzdem ein Limit setzen.
Ich meine, es ist ja nicht viel. Normalerweise würde ich mir mehr reinmachen.
Nee, damals mit 18 auch. Und dann
3. 4. Ich muss mitzählen. 5. 6. 7. 8. Oh, that's a lot more than I thought. Oh, that's a lot more than I thought. Oh, that's not good. That's so not good. That's so not good. Again, this is hard liquor. Well, it's sweet liquor, but it's still hard liquor. So, yeah. Prost. I love this game too much. I'm sorry. I fucked it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I didn't even have alcohol yet. But hey, we will serve it now, and then I'm drinking. Prost. Oh, it's way too much. Wow. I have to dumb it down with something. Ow.
I wonder if he will even remember to turn off the stream after so many shots.
Ah. Maybe it was a spoonful. It was 1 tablespoonful. And I think 2 tablespoons are actually a shot. Or 3. Because this was more than a shot. But it was not just a little more than a shot. So it might be that 4 or 5 then are roughly a shot. And I still have my energy drinks, so as long as I don't mix them, everything is fine. But I'll tell you, every time I'm drunk or under the influence of alcohol. By the way, if you're not 18, you shouldn't watch this. Diamond, go to bed. Sorry. I get a huge craving for even more coffee, so I will probably, after the stream, make a new cup of coffee, because I love my coffee.
Okay, me go bed.
No. I can't be mad at you, because I just said that, and because you should be in bed.
Love you.
But I also really want to be mad at you, because you just accepted it and leave. Why, Diamond? Why? By the way, Rhinish,
But
how are
what?
you doing? Because I still want you to be here, you know.
You
man.
said I should go.
Well, do you need to
And
go
I'm
to
Ryan.
sleep? For the occasion. Alright. So that girl was actually infatuated with him. You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs when she liked him.
Hi Diamond, who are you?
And him
You
just
have no
standing
right to
there
be mad,
thinking.
Mr. Migo. I missed you on Twitch.
Aww. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, I was a tad too
Normal, how you Yuri, and I missed you too.
cliched for my taste. It was a tad too cliched for my taste. Ugh. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right.
Me love both
I
of you,
was
BTB,
right.
Migo, SLEP.
He
I'm doing okay too.
doesn't seem particularly happy. By the way, who wants to tell Ryanish what
Bye bye GN.
what today's challenge is? Who wants to tell? Diamond, do me at least a favor and tell Ryanish what today's challenge is. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker, holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beaming face is
I have
unmis-
no idea what is the challenge.
Okay, then who can tell Ryanish the challenge?
I
Some
wanna
of you
tell
have been.
Ryanish what today's challenge is.
Well, do you know what today's challenge is, Ryanish? That beaming face.
Optionals.
That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment.
No. Yes.
Back to Dealvo. Like I said, he seems lost and fun. Back to Dealvo. He's, like I said, he seems lost and fun. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself.
Your title still says Sheepy BTW.
How? I changed it. I changed it. You motherfucker! I changed it. Okay, when I write the challenge in the title.
Okay, it different now. LOL, sorry I'm late fellas. Hello boring
Lupa,
person. Yes.
Lupa,
OMG.
how you doing? It's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. And why the fuck is Twitch still on? By the way, I just bought, before I started streaming, I just bought...
Drunk I am so excited.
Oh, this is gonna be so annoying because I'm either getting really, really fucking dumb or I can't stop talking. And I already can't stop talking! So it's either getting worse or it just gets boring as fuck. It's one of those. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap.
Nobody likes YouTube's chat. BTW changed the Twitch mature audience thingy.
I can't. I literally can't. I can't because that's the
I'm
theme of the
doing good
game.
So far, how about you?
I'll have a bloomlight. Okay, bloomlight, 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 bloomlight. I'm giving you a
You could
bloomlight.
get banned for drinking without the warning.
Oh, but the game already is mature audience. Okay, yeah. I didn't see that. I didn't know I can do that. I did not know that. No, I thought that you meant that that people can, that I should make it less age restricted. I'm too dumb to talk. Because the game already is like for people 18 plus, you know. Anyway, for Adelheid, 1 powder delta, 2 flatter guide, and 3 karmotrine. You know what that means?
It doesn't restrict anyone, it just makes you safer.
And because we make it double, 1, 2, 3. Ah! That's almost as much as last time! And last time I had 8! What the fuck? Anyways, 1, 2.
It's okay, he's just pretending everybody knows VTubers aren't real, so he cannot possibly be drinking.
VTubers aren't real. The next thing you say is that gods aren't real.
LMAO true.
Okay, slot 2, something non-alcoholic. I think we go with a sugar rush because sugar rush is very easy to make and he doesn't want any alcohol.
Karmotrine.
I'm always adding so much karmotrine. That's the fun of the challenge.
Spoons.
I know. By the way, do you think I can down that in one go? Place your bets now. That's the first time I'm making an alcoholic drink. I'm an alcohol themed stream. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yes. Wanna find out?
I am going to find out, and you are going to bet on it. Give. Fuck, I can't make this. I would have loved to give the winner some points, but it doesn't really work. So, we fit things, it's a no. Reiner says it's a yes. Looper, do you withhold or do you bet? By the way, you actually gain nothing. It's just betting for the sake of betting and for the sake of being better than everybody else when you're right.
Let's go, yes.
Okay, Twitch says yes, YouTube says no. Let's try.
Betting for the sake of betting.
By the way, don't forget, I'm German. I'm drinking faster than most people. Cheers. Wait, nah. As a German, you don't say cheers. You say Prost. Ha! Down in one go. We fit. I'm sorry, but you lost. Anyway, all mixed.
You did it?
Yeah, the last time I couldn't.
W.
The last time I
Next
couldn't.
do 10.
No. We only do as much as we have use karmotrine. That's a part of the challenge. Like, we immersify. The point is on 2 reasons. First of all, I'm immersifying myself with the game. I'm actually doing something with the game.
Absolutely no repercussions in the future. Yes, add 10.
No, he wants something non-alcoholic. What you don't get? And if I'm getting a 10 thing, I'm gonna murder someone. Probably my neighbor. I'm hang him up and make some jerky.
L for YouTube.
I'm sorry, we fit. If we would have done the same thing last time, you would have won.
Him.
No, I'm not that much of an asshole, okay? By the way, I'm not gonna say everything that I'm doing every time, so I'm not gonna say it this time, so I'm just gonna serve the drinks. And while that, I'm drinking a little bit of my very delicious energy drink. before I was too lazy to make an actual coffee. Blah, 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 blah. An actual coffee. I'm talking too fast. Yeah, I'm not tipsy yet, but this is basically...
What are you drinking, BTW?
It's a very specific powdered energy drink called Holy. And my roommate and I, we call that specific energy drink Derpy. Because on the picture, it's a very, very derpy looking wolf who looks like he just, I don't know, he schemed something and took some drugs with it. I usually love making coffee, lads. You know that. I'm a barista. But the point is, sometimes I want to stay awake and don't want
I want to see spell it out.
The brand is called Holy, and they have 2 wolf energy drinks, because all of the energy drinks are animal themed.
Because you know it's important when you are drinking.
Did you eat, by the way? I ate something today, yeah. And later on, we're gonna eat really spicy chili. Like, I'm gonna spice it even more later. Because when I taste tested it before, it wasn't spicy enough, in my opinion. So, yeah. I did. And I also have the koala thingies here. The little koala thingies! You know the koala thingies? Like, no joke, I'm so excited to eat them while I'm streaming. I'm not joking. I was excited of eating them before I decided to drink while streaming.
LMAO, I just saw it.
Yeah, they have 2 wolf-based energy drinks. One of them is called Woodruff Wolf, which looks pseudo badass, and the other one is a berry wolf. It's a berry mix with wolf theme. One of my favorite ones is Strawberry Shark, which is strawberry, Mandarin, not the language, and that's it. And it has a shark theme on it, which is also what one of my favorite shakers is from them, because every time you order from those people, I don't know if you can get them outside of Germany, by the way. Every time you order from those people,
one is so derpy.
Yeah, that's why we call it derpy. Anyway, point in cases, every time you order from them, you can choose to get a free shaker from them. So you basically have a full powder energy drink experience every time. And you have a free shaker with it. Like, it's so cool. Of course I love them, because the stuff just tastes like, in German we would say Fruchtsaftgetränk. Like, fruit juice drink. Which means it's not actually a fruit juice. It's a drink that is based off a fruit juice. It's hard to say. It's hard to say to actually say one of those. For example, lemonade. It's technically, like orange lemonade, it's technically a fruit juice drink, but not quite. Because it has not enough juice in it to be considered one. Again, I learned gastronomy professionally. Of course, I'm going to nerd out about it. And because this stuff really just tastes like a berry drink, it just is really,
so it's
really
fruit
good.
Flavored.
Yeah. There's also one that literally tastes like chewing gum. Like, no joke. It tastes like chewing gum. And when you drink it for the first time, it's so confusing because
A drink with the taste of a juice, but not the juice itself.
Yeah. Because it's a powder with the taste of it and caffeine. So, good. Anyway, I should stop nerding out and continue playing. Here. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationship. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think? What do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angelica and Angela, Pamela, Sandra,
Now back to your
Rita,
regularly
Monica,
scheduled program.
Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. And while that, and now we're having a small break from our regularly scheduled program, while I'm trying to tell you how the koala looks like on my koala chocolate.
Konnichiwa, how are you, God Barista?
Myra! How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. I really hope you're doing fine. Anyways, the koala, if you know those koala things, they're just small koala shaped biscuits, you could say, that have a filling. In my case, it's a cocoa filling because I just fucking love chocolate, okay? I have a problem. And in this case, it's a small koala. Ohayo gozaimasu. Anata wa genki de? Mira genki desu ka? I'm sorry, I'm weeping. Anyways, it's a little small koala who plays drums. It's so adorable. And he tastes good too. Or should I say, didn't shave bad seeds, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, T2 teller? What the fuck? Tooth with a mouth open. What do you think, Jill? Bet you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean about Peter Scrap's situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Gil? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? I had the same joke in mind. What about streaming channel? Sneaky, sneaky. I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. Boss how do you feel about it? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind. Maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilim. So I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans and all but organs nowadays anyways. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella's a good catch, if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans in all but organs. You've surely encountered women that you sometimes forget are not humans. Well... We live in a weird time, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. By the way, isn't Glitch City technically a new version of Kowloon? Like, do you know about Kowloon? By the way, Mira, I'm sorry if I have offended you. Like, do you know about Kowloon?
Thank you for your reply, I'm very happy.
You're welcome. Gern geschehen. Because Kowloon is actually such a fucking interesting phenomenon. I love Kowloon so much. And it's already gone. It was the only Chinese city I actually would have wanted to visit. If you don't know what Kowloon is, Kowloon was a city with a density that was so high that the buildings merged into each other, and literal streets and alleyways are specific streets on which both sides are.
If not, was there even an art of something remotely close to this cursed city?
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. Kowloon was such a dense city that was that even the buildings merged into each other, and literal alleyways, and not alleyways as I already said, literal streets and walkways, that's the right way, word, that's the right word, started to develop within the building. It's like, not even kidding, the buildings were sometimes so high that that they had shops somewhere in the middle of a building, just so that the people in the upper floors had a place to buy stuff. And because no one could actually regulate that city, they could make stuff really, really cheap without any type of regulations. This place was actually, from my perspective, so extremely fascinating. But in general, it was probably a little bit of a hellhole because of its extreme density and because of its extreme interconnectiveness, but it's separated interconnectiveness. It's the only way I can think of it to explain it that way. It was a cesspool for crimes and gangs and whatnot. That was basically impossible to like crimes were in there in a much crimes had in Kowloon a much higher high than every other city. And Glitch City is often said to be extremely dense in popularity. People have a hard time getting in and getting out because they're basically prisoners without knowing. They're literal guinea pigs. And it is such an interesting concept. Because people can easily get in, but can hardly get out. And if you keep that up, at some point the popularity just rises and rises and rises. And therefore people will try to build places to live in that are outside of regular safety regulations. Because they still have work and whatnot, but they still need, well, a place to live, to shower, to sleep, to eat. I mean, makes sense, doesn't it? Kowloon was like the best example of one of those dystopian future worlds like in The Fifth Element, but in reality. And in my opinion, it's really fucking fascinating. I would have loved to visit that place, but I'm also mentally insane, so it's, my opinion doesn't matter that much. Anyway, it's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same interaction of Lilum, though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilum integrations. So, anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Deal. I think I'd try that. It's quite the uninspired advice if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate. The thing is, every time you give someone advice, it always feels extremely uninspired because you only say the thing that you first have in mind, or that makes most sense to you. And it seems so obvious, but it's like, no one, but how can you not think of it yourself? But sometimes when you are in that situation and someone actually tells you something like this, you do not think of that. Even if you think of that, you think it's too wishy-washy. It's not solid enough. And only when someone actually tells you this, that you should try it, you actually realize how much of a good idea that actually is. Psychology-led lessons with the God of Barista. You're welcome. Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Holy shit, that's a new low for me. I almost forgot what I need to do. Piano man, piano woman. Please don't have too much karmotrine. That one already has 3. That's not a good idea. Especially because I'm going to double it. If I can. I just realized I can't. I can't double it.
Kowloon was basically an embodiment of a human anthill.
Yeah, but that's exactly why I would have loved to visit this place. As I said, I'm mentally insane. I'm not the best individual to talk about it, but I love concepts like this. There are things that I love solely based on concepts. For example, I loved Altered Carbon. I love the show The Altered Carbon. And at some point I realized, or I heard, everybody else hated it. But I loved the concept of Altered Carbon so much that I just forgot that it had flaws in the first place. Is it dumb? It's a little bit dumb, isn't it? Well, and before we forget it, 3 tablespoons hazelnut liquor. Oh, I can smell my chili.
Whoa.
Oh, I can smell my chili. I'm getting hungry now. And probably the bottle will probably be empty at the end of the stream, and I already hate this. Another free cup! Okay. Of course, because you want me to die from a fucking alcohol poisoning today, game. I know how it is. You think you can kill a god by giving him alcohol, but sorry, one of the reasons why I'm the god of Barista, not the god of, I don't know, learning, is the reason because I am kind of related to Dionysus, and Dionysus, the god of wine, and as a well, energy drink, wine, beer, and cannabis enjoyer, I fancy myself in trying to be one of these people who survive this shit. Anyway, we have to put it on all the rocks mixed. Good. 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Or do you want to make bets again? I give you the choice of making bets this time. Last time I made the choice because I thought it was funny. If you want to make bets this time, I'm gonna be waiting patiently. For as long as I'm getting an answer. Reinish, Looper, Toast. Are you still here, Johnny War? Johnny War, tell me.
I'm here just doing ether things. Sorry.
Ether things? Other things. Of course. Don't worry about it. I would just like to know your answer. Do you want to bet again, or do you not want to? By the way, we fit.
Yes, I am still here.
Looper,
As in the
Myra.
previous time, YouTube bets for a no. More betting, yes. We all know you can.
I mean, we fit. You will probably lose because this time is again. Why am I lagging? Because this time is again 6 shots, and we already know that. And last time was also six shots. So I think I'm gonna do it. So 1, 2, 3 in one gulp. Ah, but yeah, I did it. Not a good idea. Why am I doing this to myself? Yeah, because it's fucking fun. And it's entertaining for you guys. At least in my opinion. So. Serve. And before we continue, we're gonna eat another one of those koala things. Am I gonna explain it to you how it looks like? It is a small koala.
Let's pay attention to how much you're drinking BTW.
I do. Not really, but I pay attention to how I feel. When I'm actually feeling tipsy, I'm gonna say that because I have the annoying habit of actually telling people how drunk I am, which is very annoying.
I don't know how much it has added up so far.
So far it's just 8, 6, another 6, 12, 20. So far, it's only 20 tablespoons. 20 tablespoons. By the way, now we know that 6 tablespoons is technically 1 shot. Just a little bit above 1 shot, but enough for it to be actually called 1 shot. And 8 is too much for 1 shot. So the threshold of me being able to drink it in 1 gulp is either 7 or, well, 8. Anyways, the koala that I'm seeing at the moment, it has a small present that it wants to give you.
So we're down 4 shots.
Technically? Anyways, koala having a present in his hand, trying to give a gift to you. I love those koala chocolate things so much. They're so adorable. They're so good. Here. And now we reach a stalemate. I'd normally take a piano man, but I feel there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that then? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Mine! Betty, you don't own me.
Is
Besides,
the barista drinking alcohol today or enjoying wine can pie?
I mean, wine is still alcohol. And the processing of making wine is so interesting. It's so simple too. You can basically make wine at home. It's so... I'm nerding out. Anyways, making wine is actually really fucking simple and really fucking interesting because the entire science behind it is so cool. But also, it's liquor. It's literal liquor. It's like it's sweet hazelnut liquor. In German, we say to sweet liquor, we call liqueur, which, well, it translates from liquor, obviously. Hard liquor, we call Schnaps or Geist. Geist is just the German word for ghost. So it fits with the word spirits, because, again, English is weird, but because I only know English that has 2 words for, well, ghosts, basically? Weird language. But we already know that. You can... This and more you can actually find out on my TikTok. No, I'm not gonna make any advertisement on my TikTok, I'm sorry. Point in case. Hard liquor is on, we call actually spirits, or we call them Geist, or we call them Schnaps. And there are some exceptions, obviously. But the funniest thing that you can actually find out is that there is a beer, like a beer, a legit beer, that has a higher alcohol concentrate than some alcohols, than some liquors, and some spirits. It's really fascinating to know that there's a beer that has 50% alcohol. And I'm not kidding. I have no idea where you get it from. I don't want to drink it ever in my entire life. That's wrong, because I actually want to drink it just to taste, to have the experience. But I also want to eat at a heart attack grill just for the experience. I'm sorry. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my cell, you just crash. Oh, that's what I'm sorry. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know. Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. I'm sorry. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I've left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah. We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you wanna come. Welcome. Are you sure? We will. Fine, I'll be there. I'll be here, Jill. Anyways, see you then. Bye, Bill. Please come again. Party? I'd love to go. But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, was such a bliss. Still, I can see how traffic...
Poltergeist is actually a German word, or is it just a Germanic word?
No, it is a German word. Polter means making noise, basically. Which is also what is describing a poltergeist. And geist just means spirit. Spirit or ghost. Again, English is weird. But poltergeist basically means just a noise-making spirit. I love nerding out about languages, if I know anything about them. So thank you for the contribution. You gave me the freedom to nerd out even more! I shouldn't stream that much when the mic is right in front of me, I know. You're probably best... I should put an IRP headphone users somewhere. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things can get fun in here. And just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. Something nasty. I shouldn't have skipped October's friend to buy that Wi-Fi router dildo. What the fuck? Jill, what's wrong with you? Streaming Chan, Yeah, I'm having the same thoughts right now. Nicole Chen is her actual name. A little thing from the wiki. Streaming Chan is an average-sized girl with a modest bust. She has long, dark brown hair, a tanned complexion, and heterochromic eyes, right blue, left green. She wears a white undershirt, a black choker, brown fingerless gloves, a brown jacket with an antenna of some sort sticking out of her backpack, and a white baseball cap, bearing an image resembling a character from the video game Kevin Kings, with her webcam mounted on the top so she can stream her live at all time. Personality. Streaming Chan is an extremely high energetic and extroverted personality. She has no qualms about streaming her live 24/7, including her sex life, but only to premium members. And for her, every day is an adventure. Okay, let's see what she got. I mean, she said something nasty. Anything promo. That's so mean. What did the fucking promo? Oh god, no. She wants free. She wants 4 drinks. Are you fucking kidding me? Anything promo. You'd think something so balanced would actually taste nice. You'd be dead wrong. I'm not gonna give you that. I have to keep an eye out on, well, not dying from an alcohol poisoning today. Yeah, let's go that one. Let's make it light. Is that cheating? Nah, it ain't.
No dying today.
One tablespoon of hazelnut liquor. Come on, character, do your fucking job. Thank you for finally realizing that I actually fucking exist in front of a fucking camera. And yes, I'm actually swearing a lot in my real life. I actually got called out for that at work, because I often just use words in the way SpongeBob used swear words in the series, like when he learned some swear words, and he used them like completely normal. And this is how I am, like literally, I'm constantly using them, like such a fucking bull. That's fucking bullshit. This is fucking amazing. This is, but more in German, because in German I know more swear words, obviously. Das ist so verfickt geil, im Ernst jetzt. Also, das ist so behindert, Alter. Constantly. All the time.
I fucking love this.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to my personality. If it weirds you out, leave. Okay, I'm getting distracted. That's not good. Anyways. Cheers. Why am I always forgetting this? Prost.
The names of alcoholic beverages like liquor and spillet are very interesting names.
Liquor. A liquor. If you want to know how it's actually written, it's Liquor. Because Q always comes with U. I don't really know why. There's no actual explanation why Q always comes with U, but it is basically...
Bro, can you teach me some German slurs?
Du Hurensohn. No, I'm not gonna teach you that one. Fuck! I can make it a double! So I'm making it a double! I hate my obsession with making people drunk! It also means I actually hate getting drunk so much myself. Fun fact about my life, in this case, very specifically. My parent actually wanted to make spirits at some point.
The fact you didn't even say no to teaching slurs.
Why should I? Everybody is using slurs at some point in their life, and I think it's actually useless, like really useless, to use slurs from a different language, because where the fuck is the satisfaction in knowing that someone is insulted, but that is going to be insulted, but that one doesn't feel insulted because they just don't understand the fucking word. I don't understand any fucking reason in it. If the other person actually understands the language or knows what you mean, that's a different story, and then that's a unique moment. Like, for example, if someone would understand German, and you would comment out...
No ABT slurs, not to insult, but to protect.
If you know someone in German... yeah, Ryan is also right. I forgot about this one, but I'm also too offensive to actually know that this is also a way to use them. But the point is, if you know someone who knows a few words of a certain way and knows what they mean, like, that's the most important part, to know what those words actually mean. And you call them that way. For example, let's go with one of my most popular but also most offensive insult. I'm going to teach you that at this very moment, just to show off what I mean. It's Hurensohn. I always make fun of it and just say Hurensohn because it often gets spelled that fast that you don't really hear the first part of the word. And the first part actually just means whore. So what you're basically saying is son of a bitch. So basically saying son of a bitch. Hurensohn, son, like Sohn is son, and Huren is bitch, whore, whatnot. And it's very often used. Like, it is one of the most offensive ones. But because it is one of the most offensive ones, it's also one of the most used. So if someone insults you as Hurensohn, you know what that thing means, son of a bitch. And the thing is, many people take extreme offense in that, but also use it very easily. Which is kind of funny. That is... I'm just gonna use it as another fun fact, because most people who are using it are actually really quite easily offended by it by themselves. Except for me. I use it very often just as a light swear. Like I don't find something very specifically. For example, I don't find bell peppers. Like, Where are those sons of bitches anyways? This is my way of speaking. This is just my way of speaking. People know I'm not talking to them. I'm just talking about not finding something. And I'm getting upset at not finding it. But many people who are actually using that to offend people are very easily offended by themselves. Because they try to offend you. But I'm not bothered by this shit at all. You can call me anything you want. I know my mom is not that. It's not a. You know what? I know my mom probably worked more in her life than you did, and more fair in her life than you did. In terms of, I'm speaking to the person that is using the insult. Again, but this is the most insulting, the most offensive swear that we have in Germany. So obviously, this is the one that you, if you encounter any insult, is probably that. So
Interesting.
yeah, the last 50 people who called me that were easily offended when I just said, just look in the mirror. Because I was just so fed up with it, but I just said, yeah, look at yourself, you bastard. It is annoying because I hate people. And thank you for the interesting, because that actually snapped me out of my rant. So, yeah, we made it a double. It is still just 2 karmotrine, so 2 spoonfuls of alcohol. So cheers. And no, I didn't do 2 spoonfuls now because I already drank the first spoonful. Blended. That's a very important detail. Because I constantly forget that. Here. This is where... hold on. It was nasty, alright? And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. It's the second time I'm here, and it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. Please, don't let it be the same quality as Lovely Loco. If you watch Gushing Over Magical Girls. Wait, I have to translate this for Mira. I have to translate this for Mira. You probably know the Japanese name, but just to make sure what I mean. Mahou shoujo no ako garete. Mahou shoujo ni ako garete. That was probably the most German way of saying this. But yeah, that's the anime where I know it's from. There's a weird villain that just tries to be the idol of the world, and in the end, just is really bad at singing. And yeah, Mira. Again, back at you. You're right. The names are actually quite interesting because I, for example, never knew why. I also still don't know why wine is called wine. Like, sometimes, most of the times, words, specifically names, have an interesting origin. For example, the German word for smartphone. It's just handy. It's so dumb, but it's just handy because it's a handy device to have. It's literally the only reason. Because it is in your hand. That's why it's called handy. But it's a small and interesting fun fact about where the German word for smartphone comes from. And in terms of liquor, I have no idea where the other words come from, and it annoys me so much because I really would like to know, and I'm always too lazy to look it up. So yeah. No, thank you. Don't be shy. Let me give you one. I mean it. No, thank you. Well, too late. It's already in your player. That can... How in the ever-loving fuck did you do it? Magic. That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't the dogs?
I am getting quite tired, so I'ma head to sleep. Good night.
No.
See why next time.
Okay, Looper.
I understand Meho Shoujo ni Akagare.
Okay, Looper. Have a nice day. Be well. And no, I'm not gonna do it. I had a dumb idea, but I'm not gonna do it because otherwise I'm not gonna be sober at the end of the stream. And I still want to be sober at the end of the stream. Or at least not drunk, just tipsy. And at the moment I feel the influence of the alcohol, but I'm not tipsy. Funnily enough, which kinda confuses me. Why? Since when do I have such a high alcohol tolerance? It's liquor! It's only 20% alcohol. It's not that bad. Last time you talked about this place like it was this Zanny Haven of sorts. But I see the same shit. Streaming, seriously, no decorations or anything of the like. Good question. Where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention or to their arrival, or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertisement, you know. But what advertisement? I didn't advertise shit to you! Now that I think about it, maybe boss just don't have money to this Sarah thing. And then trick the dogs into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello! So, what did you just say? I was asking if there were any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know? No, it's a crazy stories on demand streaming service. There's a big fat lie, and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. I meant. So shut up, shut the idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. Couldn't you
Let's test how drunk you already are. Try to read this word: Massenkommunikationsdienstleistungsunternehmen.
Massenkommunikationsdienstleistungsunternehmen.
Heroic magical girls in Japan, and my wish is to become one of those magical girls.
Ah. Sorry, I have to do it because I always flirt with my viewers at some point. Do you want to be my magical girl? I can show you how magic my bed can be. I'm sorry. No. Ignore what I said. Anyway, Massenkommunikationsleistungsunternehmen. Massenkommunikationsdienstleistungsunternehmen. Werden wir ganz spezifisch sein wollen. Als nächstes kommst du noch mit mit Fleischetikettierungs bla bla bla, was auch immer Gesetz. The one German word that everybody knows about, but no one can actually spell because no one is even bored enough to remember it. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who he fucked. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I gave us something worth saying, but I want to hear it. Well, Kira Miki came by yesterday. You're shitting me! WWW! And when you go and click content. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, if I may interject. You've been listening, boss. The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. I even took a picture with her. She did what? Ah, yeah, she told us about that. She took a picture for her niece. Let's see. Why? I tried to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit here and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. If I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even much of a fan anyway, are you? I bet you're not even much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client. Like the last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know. You hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, Mo. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Okay. Something girly. Okay. I was so tempted to give her a sugar rush, because I know my habit of making people drunk as fuck, and I don't want to get drunk. By the way, one of the reasons why I'm not drunk yet is because I'm taking too much time between each shot, and because I'm also keeping myself awake with energy drinks. But I'm serious. I'm seriously craving a thing. I have another fun fact for you. It's a fun fact, again, a little bit about myself, but only a little bit. I discovered the perfect way of making a coffee that is also drinkable for people, which is also drinkable black for people who are usually not drinking their coffee black. I figured out the benefits of drinking the coffee in a normal matter, you know? Like, of drinking an espresso in a normal matter. Because while making the coffee, and filtering it basically twice, and making the best coffee that you can make, for someone who is not usually drinking the coffee black, I figured out that if I make the coffee normally, like if I make the espresso normally, the espresso has a weird chocolate-y taste. So due to the espresso have much weird chocolatey taste, which it doesn't have with the other type of making it, it is much more satisfying of making it with a little bit of sugar and milk to have a little bit of a mocha flavor, basically, without actually making it a chocolate mocha. Which is so interesting. Like, I was so blown away when I found it out, and I loved it so much. I was literally just standing there, just sitting there, thinking, why is this so amazing? And I overanalyzed everything, what a German word, everything about it. It was so good. Like, literally, like, it shows me again how fucking interesting the entire craft in details is. I mean, I knew that beforehand, but if I don't know any recipes or any specific things, I'm not too keen of making it too fancy, you know? Because I'm a curious individual that just loves to experiment. Yes, this is all we're doing. I want to still get drunk, but I don't want to get that drunk, okay? Be nice to me. Anyway, all aged and mixed. We still gonna finish my ritual.
That's the passion.
Yeah, you're right. We fit. You know how I'm now going to test how drunk I am? Because with those koala chocolate things that I told you about before, there always comes a small toy with it, or at least some gift. I had the very boring luck of having a office thing, one of those little clips. Like Clippy, for example, but in an animal shape, which is fun and all, but it's very boring. And my roommate had the fun of getting one of those pop socket things. You know, one of those things.
I don't know what you think of Meiho Shoujo ni Akagurette, but I feel like it's a bit like a hentai anime. It might be very good.
Okay, I can't catch it anymore. Oh, Mira, if you want to know my opinion on gushing over magical girls or Mahou Shoujo no Akigarete, I actually like it a lot, which is weird. It is very hentai-ish. It is not a hentai though, so far. And on the website where I'm watching it, it always gives you the option of an uncensored and a censored version. But both versions are literally the same, so there's literally no difference at all. And if there's a difference, I haven't found it. And I think it's just funny as hell. I just love funny as shit concepts. And it is really funny. Because it is this girl that usually is shy as fuck, but has this intense masochistic, not masochistic, intense sadistic nature in her that she only releases when she is in this magical girl form of her own, which is the dark magical girl form. And it's really funny. Like, I love that because it's so funny as fuck. I don't really give a shit about any of the nudity in it. I know that it's in my opinion part of the humor, but I just love the entire concept around it. The only moment where it got actually really serious, in my opinion, like when it got actually serious, is when Magia Sian got defeated by her little challenge against Magia Beza, the protagonist, and then suddenly became all masochistic and shit for no reason at all. That was the first actual serious moment in the show, in my opinion, that actually kinda made me realize the consequences of those actions. Kind of. Is that the right way to say it? It is, as a friend of mine would say, borderline hentai. It's not actually hentai, it's just very, very close to it. Like, so close to it, you could almost mistake it for a hentai. By the way, I'm still trying to catch the pop socket thing. I already catched it for 2 times out of 3. And this one just doesn't want to pop. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That S called Ekhai.
Not necessary. Not all ecchi. I mean, ecchi and hentai basically mean the same thing. But ecchi as a series basically just means that you have perverted anime. Well, it is ecchi. That's the point. You don't have sex in it, so it's ecchi. But because it is so extremely nude and so extremely sexualized, and not just in the terms of themes, but actually in terms of actions that are happening in the show, it is borderline hentai. Like, borderline. It's not actually. I mean, Mira will probably differentiate those things a little bit differently from how we do it, because Mira is Japanese herself. But as Westerners, I learned to differentiate it that way. And I actually had a huge conversation with Morse about it, because that's. Because Morse was just like, yeah, but you Western people, you do it all different. It's all just because you're European, is what he said. Like, no joke, that's what he said. But continue with the story. Come on, I want to be finished already. Usually I'm already finished with a game. Here. I'm talking much more than usual. Apparently the thing already has its effect. Let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You're boring today. You're not chatting that much. Nor are you doing anything fun. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Eh? Maybe the Spawn and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Well, she hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you're curious, right? About the fuckboy's partner? Wanna know who it was? Do you know? Maybe, maybe none. But maybe not settled it then.
Have you watched Danmachi or Overlord?
I watched both! I liked both. Danmachi had some really hard, weak spots. And Overlord had some moments where I would really wanted to skip because it got a little bit too dark in my opinion. But in general, I liked them. Well, Danmachi is more lighthearted and it's more about the nobody becomes the hero kind of thing. But in the setting of adventurous venturing through a dungeon. I mean, you follow this guy who basically is... Well, he's basically a nobody at the start of the series. Like, always. And he tries to get and he tries to get better. He's immensely in love with a girl, which is where the name Is It Wrong to Hit, where the subtitle of the thing comes from.
And Albedo so much.
Is it wrong to pick up a girl in a dungeon? Because he tried to get closer to her, then got fucked up, and she saved him. So he tries to get stronger to kind of match her strength. And Overlord is also kind of fun. It's about this guy who basically who spends a lot of time. I still didn't drink the shot, by the way. That's what I just realized. It's about this guy who basically wakes up. He didn't... Wake up is the wrong word. Because he stayed up online on his favorite VR MMORPG. Basically to witness its final moments. But the moment when he thought the game would just end, he saw that suddenly, apparently, everything became a reality. And suddenly he wasn't himself anymore. He was Eins Ulgon, the powerful skeleton wizard.
Sounds familiar. And
Albedo, which he just changed the description just a few minutes before the servers shut down.
In Overlord are Savas on pair with Ins.
Oh, Siebert is also so cool. He changed Albedo's description a little bit. Like he added, she's immensely in love with Eins, like with him. And the moment he basically reopens with eyes, because he closed his eyes for a moment the game shuts down. Suddenly Albedo is right in front of him. And has like those love eyes basically. And she's all over the place just because of him, because this little added description. And then he realizes, oh fuck, I'm not in a game anymore.
So pretty and beautiful.
I'm not in a game anymore. So he tries to discover the world, and he goes out, discovers the world in his own way, and tries to establish a hierarchy. But there is already hierarchy in the big grave of whatever it was, which is his domain. But he shows the world who's boss, more or less. And because no one in this entire guild gives a shit about humans, they're all really almost racist towards humans. And almost treat them more like cattle and more like they behave towards them more like cattle and more like fair Vieh is what I would say in German. Like they're nothing more but pests. It's really fun in a power fantasy way. Like, it is kind of the ultimate power fantasy, because you have this one guy who wakes up as the most powerful pretty much the most powerful creature in the entire world, and now just tries to figure out what the fuck is happening, and while that still tries to act as Eins Ulgon, because he doesn't want to disappoint his subordinates, who all think of him so highly. Every time he fucks up something, someone else turned it around. Like it's the most ingenious 4D chess plan ever. And it's so funny. It's funny, it's dark, it's really satisfying. If you like it, it's really good. Well, it is generally really good. But there are moments where it gets really dark from my perspective. But I also usually am watching romance anime, so cheers, because I still didn't drink those shots.
I wanna watch.
But maybe not settle this then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making a lot of faces there. It's nothing really. Did you two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey yo, in and outer voice, remember? Oh, fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. But why I don't feel like I've stopped speaking. I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug.
25 because of story, 75 because of albedo simp. Vtuber argue that Ins is not stupid or even average, at least his skeleton character.
The thing is, Eins as a character is supposed to be really fucking smart. But because a very average worker guy is now inhabiting his body, or is basically Eins, he is a little bit above average in intelligence, but he gets smarter over time because he gets more used to the role he's playing now. That's how I see it.
Yes, Yutana loves magical girls and I can't express it in words, but I find it enjoyable to see how people's desires and relationships change and where they fall in love with each other and are liked by others.
But yeah, I love gushing over magic girls. It's such a good anime. In my opinion, it's such a good anime. It also titled at some point by a YouTube video as the best trash anime of the season. But it's kind of understandable. It's a series it's basically made to be edgy and to be edgy. See what I did there? In such a hardcore manner that it is almost impossible to comprehend. So, yeah, I see when people wouldn't like it, but I just love everything about it. I just couldn't care less about the edgy parts. They're just added bonus, a little treat, basically. Because everything else is just really fun. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. Huh. But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Might have entertained you a bit then. Boss, you know, you and Gil take a break. I entertain the Missy here. Alright. Chill, but...
Same most anime, I just ignore the hot.
Yeah. I mean, there's one anime that I love by its concept, but everything else around it was so bad that I hated the anime overall, which is hard to do, because as I already said, I usually fall in love with a concept and ignore everything else. But in this case, the everything else was a little bit hard to ignore, and that is Campione. Campione is about this guy who somehow obtained god powers by helping a god.
When I was 13.
Who somehow obtains the powers of a god while helping a god. So he becomes a campione. A campione. Or campione, I don't know the name.
Maybe 12.
Basically a king among kings. That's the description of a campione. Because they have divine powers. And I love the concept, because the concept overall is the people from mythology and divinity and whatnot are actual people. Well, not really people, but they're still gods and they actually exist. But they still had a life beyond the known mythologies. So it can, for example, happen that you can find bits and pieces of a character from a specific...
Even though it was supposed to be sexual, I just thought OMG food so good, or literal clothes fly off, sign me up. I am usually fall in love with the concept. Does it mean you love Made in Abyss as well?
I actually do. I love the concept of Made in Abyss so much that it didn't even bother me that it was so awkward at some point. To say it like that. Anyway, back to Campione. So the entire logic basically is that in as soon as you become a Campione, your magic gets immune to your magic. Your body gets immune to magic. So it cannot be influenced by...
This was so freaking amazing.
So it cannot be actually influenced by magic.
My fave anime ever.
Which is obvious, but it can still be attacked in any matter. So if someone, for example, can craft blades out of magic, they can still hurt you. But the magic itself doesn't hurt you and cannot influence you, because you're now a king among kings. So the logic that they used is because the main character...
It was awkward at some points, but it's so realistic because they're 12, 13.
So the logic behind that was because the main character has this sword of truth, which is apparently part of the Indian mythology or something. I have no idea. Ask Ryanish. He needs knowledge in order to defeat the enemies.
We have to show it, but whatever, that's the only thing I don't like ABT.
Because the more he knows about the enemy, the easier it gets for him to defeat it, because the stronger this sort of truth becomes. So sometimes he just... Not sometimes, basically every time, he researches a part of it, someone else, usually a woman, researches everything else, and then gives him a big, sloppy makeout kiss. Because his skin is immune to magic, but not his insides. That's the logic. So he has to make out with some random person, because they transmit via magic the knowledge to him. But in the end, they basically just have a telepathic conversation about it, which made the entire thing pointless, which is so weird. The entire concept didn't work because the entire concept was made pointless by the fact that they're literally arguing in real time while having this sloppy makeout session. The concept was cool as fuck, but the execution was really fucking terrible. I'm sorry. I would love to have a version of Campione where they don't rely on basically clickbaiting you into liking it. You know what I mean? Because the concept was cool. You, for example, meet the god of heroes, which is a Greek thing, and then they explain to you in some way or another why he is also seen, or why a similar figure is also seen in other mythologies, because he's literally the same person. He just traveled the country and got to know different people. So in those countries, he was known under a different name, but he was still the same person. See, it basically said all mythologies are interconnected, but not necessarily in the way you know. And I love this concept so much. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into a truck's grill. Huh, grill kill. Right. Alright, Kill, come with me. Huh? Jill! That's actually a pretty nice picture, is what I realized. I'm also drinking a little bit more of my energy drink again, because otherwise I'm probably going to die. From too much alcohol, by the way, not from anything else. By the way, if you're drinking anything, like in terms of alcohol, you should always look that you're also hydrated very well. Because the more water you have in your blood, the more it dilutes the alcohol inside of your blood. Well, the more water you drink, the more it dilutes the water in your alcohol. The more it dilutes water in your bloodstream. AKA the more you can drink, but also the harder it gets you to be drunk. So if your goal is to get drunk, don't eat anything at all the entire day. And if possible, also don't drink anything at all. But that is bullshit advice, because if you don't, you get so easily drunk that you get very easily a alcohol intoxication. You literally get alcohol poisoning. So if you want to go drinking for some reason, I don't know why, you should always at least eat 1 or 2 sandwiches before you do that. And also try to switch it up with something non-alcoholic in between, just to make sure that you don't get, first of all, too drunk, and second of all, that you don't get any type of alcohol poisoning. So if you drink responsibly, because otherwise, you just fuck yourself up for no reason at all. That's something that you always have to keep in mind. For example, I have a tendency of when I'm drinking with friends, I'm drinking very, very fast. So fast, in fact, that even some of my good friends that are heavy drinkers, like pretty much heavy drinkers, just look me in the eye and say, like, how the fuck did you just do that? And I basically downed an entire bottle of beer in like three zips. Which is just because I want to get rid of the alcohol. But at the same time, people just want me to stick with the alcohol, so they just give me another beer. So it has the opposite effect. Point of the case is, if you want to drink responsibly. Eat well. Before that, at least 1 or 2 sandwiches, as I already said. Doesn't have to be much. It just has to be 2 sandwiches minimum. Because 2 sandwiches means minimum 2 slices of bread and some additional nutrients. Your choice. Minimum 2 to 4 slices of bread and additional nutrients, which are good for your body and therefore keep yourself healthy overall. Okay?
I'm gonna sleep now, Drapo.
Okay, Ryanish. I hope you have a good time. Sleep well.
GN.
And be well. I already said be well. But yeah, good night. Have a good night. While that, I'm now eating a koala that had a stick in his hand. I don't know what kind of stick it is. It's a stick with 2 balls on each end. And he's just holding it in front of him like, I can't make the gesture, but because I don't have anything to gesture with. But it looks adorable. And I'm gonna eat it now. I'm currently chewing on my little bastard. So, break over.
This is a very nice story, thank you.
Don't worry about it.
You are drunk, you didn't stop me from leaving.
Rheinisch. No matter my state of being, all I want for all of you is that you are well. Okay? And I think, and my train of thought right now, I'm already annoying enough today. I mean, we already streamed our 2 hours today. Almost 2 hours. And we're not even half through the game. Not even half through the night. So of course I think of myself as a little bit annoying. And so of course I'm not seeing any issue with you leaving early, or leaving at the moment. Because all I want for my viewers is that farewell. Okay? So be well. If you want to stay, stay. I would truly appreciate it. Because I love to have company. I'm feeling lonely very easily. But if you have to go to sleep, if you have to do something tomorrow. I, for example, have to do something tomorrow. I don't know why I'm still awake. But still, if you...
I'm watching, but I no talk because I sleep.
Again, don't worry about it. And hey, ask your mom. Ask your mom if she ever watched one of my streams further when she was taking your tablet away. Because 100% one of those streams one of those days I was still online. It would have been so funny as fuck.
LMFAO.
I would have loved it. Anyway, Jill to Gil, which still annoys the hell out of me with their names so similarly. 1-1. No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She is sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So, who was the lucky girl? That was a guy. Never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. That was a girl. You did fuck. I didn't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? Same. No joke. Everyone in my friend group, everyone around me, everyone is so easy to talk about this, so open about this, and I feel uncomfortable by just mentioning it. And when my sister at some point talked to me about this, I was just there thinking, when the fuck is this over? And my sister just kept talking and talking and talking. I was just like, bro, ask your fucking boyfriend yourself. Come on, man. I did not know how to react. But I'm the one that has a friendship plus. I'm the one who has these kind of relations. And I'm the one who feels uncomfortable. How does that make any sense? I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get. You're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative, so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know how to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday, I looked up her discography and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No. Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, I just feel weird. Well, that's bad for the break. Let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gil, keep in mind about what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't teach you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. Oh, my chili smells so good. Oh, I really am getting hungry now. And that's that. Back. What were you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? Don't have the fate of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil, you're making it too obvious. Oh. What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right... Huh? What? Nothing. A gut punch? What the fuck? Man, let's make it interesting.
111.
Yeah, Dorothy's so good. Okay, we fit. Just to honor you, Mira, if you want, you can vote as well. Because I believe in equal opportunities. Should we go with only 2 karmotrine, or should we go with 2 more karmotrine because it's Dorothy? I mean, again, I only add 2 karmotrine because it's part of the challenge. I kinda would want to just go full on out, but I know that I won't survive the night if I would do that. So your vote or your opinion matters in this case very much. So 2 karmotrine, 4 karmotrine. Or anything else.
Nah, you're more precious than Dorothy.
But Dorothy is amazing. That doesn't change anything. So I take this as only 2 karmotrine. Okay, I'm already putting 2 spoons of karmotrine into the glass. Okay. Myra, if you want to join in. By the way, is it better if I call you Myra or Mira? That's something that I'm actually kind of questioning. By the way, anybody else who wants to join into this, you can also join in. I don't give a shit. I just give a shit that you have a good time. And your good time basically just depends on how I'm acting. And if you think it's funny to get a weird guy getting drunk, then that's your type of entertainment, I guess. While I wait for any type of answer, the way I learned how champagne is made is probably not the right way to make how champagne is made. Again, but the name comes from the region Champagne anyways, so it doesn't matter that much. But we watched once an educational video about champagne, and it was really interesting. In this video, they said that you use red and white wine berries, which is very interesting because technically that means that a champagne is a rose wine. A rose wine is usually a combination of a red wine and a white wine because it uses both types of grapes. A red wine obviously uses red grapes, a white wine obviously uses white, aka green grapes, and a rose wine usually uses both grapes. Champagne, the one that we watched a video about, uses both grapes, and also, very interestingly, gets squeezes the juice out of the grapes without getting rid of the skin, which contains the most amount of color, or the seeds. But the only reason why it doesn't taste bitter or gets in any kind of way red is because apparently they squeeze it very, very gently and very, very slowly, which is the reason why the colors of the red skin and the red grapes don't break down and turn into, well, the red color that we know from red wine. I don't know anymore where the bubbling comes from. I think it's just due to it being sealed off completely for a while. But it is very interesting in my opinion. The thing is, at some point I heard that champagne is apparently not actually made that way and that they just made up for this video. But I like to think that this is actually kind of the case. I mean, technically it is possible. Just the meat of red wine, of red grapes, is still white. But the skin itself has the color shift. So, and with that, we're gonna stick with the 2. Sorry if I put any pressure on you, Mara. I just thought it was fun to incorporate people. Perhaps it just take a little while to answer. I have no idea. Anyways, a gut punch. A gut punch is, it's supposed to mean a punch of innards, but the name actually describes what you feel while drinking it. All aged and mixed. By the way, post. Ah. Oh, it starts to burn. Now I'm actually starting to drink too much alcohol. Here. Stop looking at me like that. Story. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Do you know Lilim tongues are designed to identify foods used using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235x. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you could make a seismograph of them. Huh. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all that stuff suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now. Glad to hear that. Oh, I love Dorothy. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Something sweet. Let's make a big one. That was it. That was not a good choice. I just made myself a little bit... I just gave myself a death sentence. By the way, this challenge was fun. It was dumb as fuck, but it was still fun. Die. Beer. Good. That looks much more than I thought. Anyway, it's all on the rocks and blended. So, cheers, Prost to all of you. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a good time. And if not, then how the fuck dare you? Why are you still here? Go do something funny with your life. Have a good time. Because that's all I want you to have. Prost. The issue with alcohol in me is the more alcohol I drink, the more intense is the flavor of the alcohol itself. And it's really annoying. Oh, I hate it. There's no word that describes me how much I hate the taste of alcohol itself.
You were much more talkative even though it seemed impossible to be more than you were.
Well, that was because every time I have an idea, like a dumb idea, okay, point in cases, I love dumb ideas. I'm still not drunk, by the way. I know when I'm drunk, and I know when I'm tipsy. I am a little bit tipsy, just a little bit, but I'm still not really drunk. But the point is, as soon as I know a dumb idea, I want to do it. Because I think dumb ideas are really fucking fun. Not every dumb idea is fun. But some dumb ideas are fun enough. And usually we do like 6 to 5 drinks in this game. So I thought it is safe. Relatively safe. Because at the end of a stream, I'm still gonna be able to walk around. And I drank much more already at some point. Like 100% chance. Here. Ah, nice. Ah, fuck the thing, which I forgot the name of. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you and you answer me like a human would. Like any human. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversation with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. It always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such an advanced AI like you here right now, it's amazing. And no, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamed of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Oh, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilim. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilim managed to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle. So what should I take from this? This is, you love me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with a sugar rush. Okay. Let's go with a sugar rush. Yeah, let's do it that way. By the way, most type of shakers with this that is I'm always point in case. how you see that the alcohol is still working. The thing that I'm now going to say is something that I always wanted to say in those streams, but I never thought was interesting enough, and I still don't think it's interesting enough, but I'm going to say it anyways. When I was learning gastronomy, and I learned, again, just tipsy, a little bit tipsy, not really drunk. When I learned gastronomy, we got to drinks, we learned two things. First of all, an actually good shaker is basically just the cup you serve it in, and the metal cover. And second of all, what we learned is that those type of shakers that were seen here, right now, like when we make a drink, just next, I don't have a slot 2 because she didn't order 2 drinks. Fuck. As you see right now, those are like the cheap ones. In quotation marks, because even though they basically do everything that a normal shaker does, including the additional tools you need for it, they are like a thing that make the thing easier on a way that is less that has less artistry to it. Because for a normal drink you need a sieve, you need a specific drink sieve, which you basically put on the glass or put on whatever you needed to, and then pour it over if you need to. Or how do I say this? I think the reason this is now turns into guessing territory. I think the reason, and I always thought that, why this shaker is seen as less professional, again in quotation marks, is because it is literally a multi-tool for making drinks. I mean, the cup that you can that you can screw up, that you can unscrew from the top, it's usually literally has measurements for the different types of things in it, which is usually a little small measuring cup that you have for drinks as a specific extra. In that lid that you put on top is a small sieve in that holds back all the more rough debris that you can have in your drink. For example, ice cubes, because you usually don't want them in your drink. Sometimes you want to, but then you want them fresh, of course. And also the fact that it just has a designated fucking lid to begin with, because a more professional, again in quotation marks, shaker is literally just a metal cup that you put on a glass cup, which is in 80% the cup that you're using for the drink anyways. And most of the cases you only put ice into those, because ice makes air shrink, or makes most things shrink, because colder temperatures make that most matter shrinks in general, and therefore creates a vacuum, therefore creates the entire thing of actually it being able to be shaken. But in this case you don't need that, because you have a specifically designed lid for a specifically designed cup. So it's a little bit like you're comparing actual tools to a multi-tool, but in this case the multi-tool is basically equal to the normal tool, because none of that actually has to be heavy duty. And usually the entire argument around a normal multi-tool in comparison to the actual tool is that the multi-tools are less sturdy, more flimsy, break more easily, and probably cost more money in terms of maintenance, because you have much more things to look after. In this case, you don't. In this case, in theory, buying all the tools on their own and having this drink multi-tool for yourself is basically equal. I told you I'm a nerd. Anyway, serve. I already drank for 2 karmotrine. Here. Even in doubt, my love for Vita is real. How romantic. So I take this solipsis. So I take the solipsis problem is got solved. Yep. All the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian, call him mom, nobody's judging you. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never met any of them, so where do these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them?
You really are one nice thing of you.
Oh, thank you. What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is real? Boom. Don't worry, by the way. I'm fine. Thank God, I'm not sure to see you down like that. Man, that go-go is a blast! Don't you feel like talking a... Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Didi? Didi is too much of a prick, and Gogo is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried, chill. I'll be more in my office. Cute little girl, Lilim. Come, girl. Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes. I'm at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, Sugar Rush over here. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. I'm still so confused. New spoons full of alcohol. Is it dumb that I actually have so much fun doing this, even though I know it's basically the most unhealthy thing I did on a stream in ever, like in existence? Is it dumb? Yeah, a little bit. It is dumber than I thought. But still, I have way too much fun being here with you, having fun with you. Cheers. Wait up. Again, German customs. Prost. Oh, the alcohol gets more disgusting every fucking minute. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! Then what are you doing in my turf? Streaming chan. Streaming chan. Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Humble? Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed websites, so the name felt a bit out of place, but I became Streaming Chen. Everyone named me Streaming Chun, though, so I just went along with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point, I was gonna call myself Dolores Hayes. But then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to a face. Anyways, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with a greater view fewer number than usual, and so I want to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey, here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See, you just need to say the right things at the right time, and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get. You know it's true. Hey, stream girl. That's me. I regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird, but it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy, or whatever, had to make a new one. I was gonna send the draft to his lawyer as it had a couple of editions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. This is so traumatizing! So he used the contract to... Yep, he cut it into a pair of panties and wrapped it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick or punishment enough. But, I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back in the deal, but were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know if they can be the problem. What the fuck? I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. But Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh? But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright. 2 big beers, honey. Beers. Beer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no! Oh, for fuck's sake! Why?
Oh, number 2 big shots are coming right up.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't even have enough liquor left. What the fuck? I didn't think I had to drink that much. I'm probably gonna feel it the moment I'm gonna stand up, so, Okay, this time we're going to drink something a little less pleasant. Because I don't have enough of the hazelnut liquor. And this time it's gonna be a woodruff liquor. If you don't know that, if you don't know what woodruff is, I'm sorry for you. Because I literally have no idea how else to explain it. Except for it's being woodruff. Clean out my mug. Oh, this is gonna be annoying as fuck. Ah, fuck's sake. I mean, I like the taste of woodruff, but only with a lot of fucking sugar. I mean, it's still liquor, so technically it has sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna have such a fucking hangover tomorrow.
Veal gloat.
I'm gonna fucking need it because I have to drink that thing twice. My dear ancestors, I'm rarely praying in general, but please don't let me get drunk enough so that I'm going to ruin my curry, my chili, not curry, chili. Please, I don't want to die. Not yet. Oh, well, I wouldn't mind. Joke. JK, obviously. Who else would entertain you, weirdos? I can't leave you alone, you know that. Because I care too much about you. Anyways, bottoms up. I'm gonna regret this so hard. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Not that bad, actually. Like, no joke, I'm actually surprised how well it tastes right now. I would have point in case, what I want to say, when I drank the hazelnut liquor, it actually...
I have to go soon. I hope the god Barista has good luck today. Thank you.
Fünf, 6, 7, 8. Good. Sorry I couldn't say that earlier, Mara, but thank you so much for coming. I'm truly glad that you were here, and I hope that you're doing good.
Let us hope he has good luck tomorrow.
Oh yeah, because I have to stand up tomorrow. What the hell? This is annoying already. Anyway, Mira, be well. Be good. Sleep well. I know what you have to do, but whatever you have to do, I hope you're doing good. See you tomorrow. See you next time. So for you, I chill. Even though it's my usual outro. And I just barely made to make another one. Okay, now it's getting dangerous. I just feel bad. Anyways. By the way, usually when I'm talking like this, I'm more parodying. So I'm also parodying right now because I'm at the edge of being actually drunk. So just enjoy the pseudo. So just enjoy the bad acting, you know? Just enjoy the bad acting. So, my dear friends, this is hopefully gonna be the last one. So I hope that you're gonna have a good fucking time. Cheers, if I'm in purse. Kanpai! Bah! Too much alcohol. Alter. Not good. Head feels light. That's not a good sign. Serve. Here. Cheers! Cheers! Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue.
Very much for your kind words. I am very happy. I was also very, very glad that I had a god barista.
But, thank you. That means a lot to me. But still, I actually mean it. Whatever you have to do, even if it's just going to sleep, be well, do your best, and hopefully come back tomorrow. I would truly appreciate that. So, See you next time. Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. We're just gonna stream over water. I want some underwear action too.
Don't tell you are going to stream tomorrow.
I am going to stream tomorrow. Of course I'm going to stream tomorrow. I already took a break with... Yes, Did I take a break this week? Did I take a break this week? Yes, I did take a break this week. So tomorrow is not going to be taking a break. So we're going to stream something tomorrow. I don't know what, but we're going to... Wait, we have a game for Thursdays. I forgot that. I just don't know the name anymore. But I wouldn't know the name anyway, so I'm just gonna look it up. Oh, the Carpet of Indian Layla got an update! Well, it gets an update now. Anyways, library. Library. Yes, Dishonored! We play Dishonored tomorrow, of course! What did you do with the bubbles and all? I wanted to lay solve the problems and just turn the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam with a bit and putting it in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good though. Through the camera and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck off. Sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success. But it's all the last time I have sex on the... But it's also the last time I have sex on the jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, I felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it. I would have surely died. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex in a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his dick. I consider investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive, but I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave. But can't you join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug myself in at the end of the night? Sure. Then count me in. I've got a perfect stories. Let us be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this mega center. Wait, seriously? Faye left. A pair made in hell. At least Faye looked like they're having fun. That method of filming underwater sounds convoluted as fuck, though. And I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place?
Okay, see you again. Thank you also of lit.
Boy, I start to feel it in my brain. That's not good. The thing is, if you are like me, you have an extreme hesitance toward alcohol. I have to tell you a story before you leave. Please, Myra, listen to the story before you leave. Because I think it's funny. On hindsight, when it happened, it was actually kind of frustrating. Point in case. I was a child, I was just 15 years old. And my uncle came to visit and was drinking some beers with my roommate? With my dad is what I mean. My uncle was drinking some beers with my dad. And he insisted on me. He insisted on the fact that I drank one beer with him. One beer. With an excuse of every 15-year-old starts drinking. Every guy starts drinking at 15. And I really dislike the taste of alcohol. I still dislike it today. The only drinks that where I'm drinking alcohol is where I can either tolerate it or where I don't taste it at all. For example, if you make a vodka if you make a vodka bull, which is a mixture of a Red Bull with vodka, you don't taste the alcohol in it at all, so that's okay, for example. The point in the case was that I was 15. I did not have any experience with alcohol. Or not real experience with alcohol. And my uncle insisted on it. And at some point, he asked me to get 2 more beers. And as I already said, when I'm drinking with people, I drink faster than the others. I drank my beer pretty fast because I wanted to get rid of it so that I can go to sleep. So he asked me to get 2 more beers. I got him 2 more beers. I opened them due to courtesy. Once you gave one to him, he said, "Thank you." I wanted to give one to my father, and my father said, "What do you want? I already have one." And my uncle started laughing and said, "I guess you have to drink it now because you opened it." And I'm just sitting there thinking, "Fuck you, bastard." And drinking the beer full of resentfulness because I just didn't want to, let's be honest. That was a story, now you can go. I'm sorry. I just thought it was funny. Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with and keep it up. But tomorrow's a big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you.
Almost had the same story with Germans when I was 17. Some German family wouldn't mind if I had some beer, but I have my principles still. Haven't tried Vtuber.
The thing is, I started to enjoy beer. I started to enjoy beer when I realized how it was made, when I learned how it was made, because the process. Okay, now you realize that the alcohol is kicking in. Now I would call myself tipsy. At this state, I would call myself tipsy. So if I'm slurring some words, then that's definitely because of the alcohol. Point in case. Beer. The making process of beer is so fascinating. Due to me learning the process of making beer, I realized I learned to appreciate beer a lot more. The reason why that is important is because before that I hated beer, because in beer you can taste so much bitterness. A huge part of the bitterness comes from the alcohol, and I don't understand why. Because beer doesn't have that much alcohol. But a huge other part of the bitterness comes from the hops that's in it. But when you realize how beer is made, it gets so interesting. Like, for example, how dark beer and light beer is made, how the different variations of beer are actually dependent on different types of crops. Like, literally, wheat, haver, whatnot. Everything is kind of made for beer, for making beer, and it's so interesting. And due to me learning how beer is made, I learned to appreciate beer a lot more than I do nowadays. And nowadays, it is more of a company drink for me. Like, if you are in company of someone else, drinking a beer is fine. Drinking it on my own is very fucking boring and doesn't taste remotely as good. But drinking it with friends, for example, those people will probably enjoy the drink much more than I do, but at least we drink it together, and the combination of, well, having an alcoholic drink and having friends that you can enjoy it with whom you also can talk to about pretty much everything in the world, is a fascinating one. And it's a really good one as well. It's a really good combination of socializing and basically drugging yourself, if we're honest. But I would never drink something because I got pressured into, unless I also see any type of fun in it. Another story that I have in this case, I was once partying with a friend of mine. That friend of mine has a higher alcohol tolerance and is in general more of a party goer. Unlike me, I hate going to... I'm not a party goer. I absolutely hate it. But at some point, only we two got partying. Like, went partying. We went to different discos, different dance clubs. Different dance clubs, different discos. And it was really fun. I actually had fun. Only with hanging out with that one friend. And at some point we encountered a bar that had a coffee liquor. And as I already told you, in Germany, liquor, I'm gonna answer your question soon. But as we already established, in Germany, liquor is a alcoholic drink with a high sugar content. So it tasted like coffee. I hate myself. I'm gonna end this now because I feel very ashamed of my actions. Because I accidentally pressed load, not save. So you had the really well balanced taste of a coffee with milk and sugar with the effects of alcohol, and it was really well made. Sake, by the way, I wanted to get into it by myself because no one I know drinks sake, which is kind of sad. I know one person that I can get to drink sake, 100%. But also, I don't know how I would feel doing that, because I think, as far as I know, sake needs a certain type of preparation. And sake is, in the end, just spirits. Just...
alcohol finally kicks your brain.
Yeah, finally. Told you, man, I'm German, I'm built different. But really, I probably could make this guy drink sake with me, but I don't have that much connection to sake. I don't really know how it's made. I don't really know where the name comes from. I also don't know where the name beer or wine comes from, which really annoys me. But I at least know the historical reference, or the historical importance, very specifically importance, of beer. Because originally beer was brewed by everyone in the Middle Ages. Like, literally everyone. Everyone was drinking beer at some point. And this is not a joke. Everyone was drinking beer at some point. Because beer was just the most clean drink you can get. And the most easy to create. Even though it is actually awfully complicated, but who gives a shit? Because, okay, for Vito, I have to explain how how making alcohol in general works. Usually when you make alcohol, for example, wine. Let's just take wine, because wine is really fucking simple. Which doesn't make any fucking sense, because wine was originally a noble people drink, and nowadays everybody can drink it. But in the old days, beer was not a noble people drink, but it had much more steps. It's weird. But yeah, just take wine for example.
Some say semi-jokingly that beer has created, or alcohol in general created, civilizations.
That is not even that wrong, because every type of civilization has some type of alcoholic consumption, which is a really interesting thing to know about. Anyway, back to the topic. If you think about wine, wine is literally just grapes squished with water. That's it. That's all that you need to do for wine. That's literally all you need to do for wine. I'm not joking. That is all you need to do for wine. And for mead, it's just a few extra steps. Mead is honey wine, so it's wine with honey as base, which is why it's called honey wine, obviously. But because it's called honey wine, the main focus lies on the honey, and the main sugar content, which is very important for the creation of alcohol, comes from the honey. So the entire rest of the flavor can come from literally anything else. But usually, in the original way of creating alcohol, you literally just squished the fruit, put it in water, and waited for a while, because the yeast mushrooms, I mean, there are mushrooms in theory, are everywhere. Like, everywhere. They are everywhere. And I'm not joking about this. They're literally everywhere. But they are everywhere in such a low concentration that you had to wait really long for them to actually replicate themselves. Which is the reason why nowadays the creation of alcohol is much more easier, because you can literally just buy yeast. But back then, because yeast is everywhere to a small degree, you just had to stomp the grapes for a while, had to pour the entire thing, or best the entire squished fruit bullshit in the water, and had to wait for it to actually, well, turn into alcohol. But here's the point. Yeast poisons itself at some point. Which is why this is so interesting, and why wine is much easier to wrap your head around than beer, because beer has much more steps. But in wine, you only have the grape, the yeast, and once the yeast develops 12 to 16% of alcohol, like if the entire thing is 12 or 15 or 16% alcohol, depending on the type of yeast, the yeast itself kills itself by poisoning itself from its own waste product, because alcohol is a waste product for yeast. And because of that, it's much more easier to make alcohol than spirits, because in spirits you actually have to dilute that stuff. Like, you actually have to boil, filter out the alcohol, and get it back into the entire rest of the batter, and filter out some water, and get rid of some of the water in order to actually make it a higher concentration of alcohol. But due to alcohol being so extremely poisonous to the thing that actually created it, it is also poisonous to other type of bacteria and microorganisms, which is why beer was much safer to drink back in the day. Because when you drank beer, you definitely drank no bacteria or viruses, because they all died from alcohol poisoning. which is why a lot of disinfectants usually nowadays, or not really nowadays, but in general, use alcohol in it because it's just much easier to produce that way, and it's much more easy to use that way. What to wrap your head around it. And before I start rambling, because I already am rambling and I really need to go to the restroom, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope to see you in the next stream. Video? Whenever you are watching this. Wait, I have to make this a little bit less deep.
Before you go, please try to pronounce it correctly. Rindfleischkette Kette Erungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungs Jesus.
Rindfleisch, Etikettierungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz. Happy. Bye.